Guys, today is Sunday the 11th of February 2023 and we're going to look at stacks. I'm looking around and there's not many charts that I'm really looking forward to for the short term to go along. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a macro update on a few coins and see where I should take some profit and maybe reassign it to some other tokens with that money. Stacks is what we're looking at, and I believe, if memory serves me correct, it's a Bitcoin protocol, and therefore the narrative around Bitcoin, or what was it? Something BRC20 or something like that, is going to make headlines in the future. So anything related to Bitcoin, because of the ETF of Bitcoin and so on, it should be big. And I think that was the reason why stacks, I think of that news event or that opportunity, that people with that narrative went long, hit the 0.382 level on the Fibonacci, and then pulled back. So from a wave perspective, that was a wave 5 there. And then we had A, B, C correction. Looking good. And now we start this another wave 5 count. And maybe the 5 count will end up here. So if this is a wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 could be there, or slightly higher. The wave count from this one is not easy to understand because this one was a really overextended wave 3, and therefore wave 5 was small. Here we have no overextended wave 3, so maybe wave 5 will be overextended to that level of liquidity. So that's going to be a difficult area. I will be looking to short that and then look for a correction. And then very similar to other charts like SP500, we might get that kind of move. So I'm looking for this liquidity area for sure. There's a lot of liquidity and therefore I'll be shorting there. And maybe at the same time just hold on to my stacks and just play both directions. Okay, so that's why my thoughts are on the big time lot. In the short space, we have these TPO measurements and they come across here. And that's pretty much about trading the levels. So let's have a closer look. This is the 8-hour chart. Let's look at the indicators. Let's look on the weekly. Weekly might be better. The indicators might give us an idea of what's going on. Not too much history. Let's see, just clean this up a bit. So what we want to do is, let's just put this template back on. Moving averages. When we look at the RSI, it's really pulled back to the average, and I think very similar to this, we'll get another wave to the upside. MACD is looking strong on the weekly, and everything's looking good. Here we see a bit of bearish divergence, and yeah, so on the weekly, it might just start coming down. If it crosses over on the weekly, then that's going to be a really bullish move. So I'll be looking for that on the 3-day perspective indicators. We can do that line and see what that does. At the moment, I think the 3-day has a clear level to break. Can we look at a 2-day? Maybe it's a better chart. 2-day is probably better. Got more confluence with the connections. So yeah, it is at resistance. And here as well. So if we get a crossover, got a crossover with the wave trend, but not so, let's see how we go here. Damn it. So the momentum's to the upside, everything's up 50%. Here's up above 50%. So it's looking good on the 2-day chart. Let's go back to the 4-hour and see if there's any trading opportunities, any entry points. So that was our opportunity. I saw it too late, by the way. once you break these moving averages, and then you can see that formation with the moving averages, it was a triangle breakout, and beautiful. That those moving averages play their lot. Look at that, perfect. So consolidation under resistance, using as support with that trend line as resistance, or this level of interest daily, I suppose you can say. Perfect. The breakout, that was your entry. The breakout, that was your entry, and that was a good move to the upside. You got to see this, and that's why it's very important to have people on your channel to help out with trading. Call it out, guys. But you need a community for that, and I'm still trying to build a community that really works well, and that's seeming impossible. People don't know how to work with other people, and also they're not trained. That's why I want to get a lot of trained people and stick to a community and help out, but they're not doing that either. People are just occupied with themselves. But if they were to do something together, we'll find those trades, and that's where the community comes in really handy. For now, I think this is what's happening here. A potential range, and this is our value area high with previous resistance levels. So let's put the wicks there. These wicks, that is an important level, and you can see that was tapped there, 618. I'm using it as a 618. So 618 is likely to be support. If this breaks below the 618, then I'm looking for lowers, and that's going to be my shorting position. But like Bitcoin, it's going range, and I'm expecting with Bitcoin to go up, potentially more. Doesn't have to be, but similarly, if we see a breakout, then this value area high, yeah, I still want to see it higher than that, and that's when we start to come to liquidity space and then pull back. And the higher, more higher where liquidity is, the better. So this area is going to be problematic. So you should take some profit, and if it pulls back, take a short. And that's what I'm looking for, short-term trading. When we look at Bitcoin to see what's doing, it didn't get into my area for another entry. I have a long going from here. So I got one entry there going long with Solana as well, roughly. And I'm still looking for more highs. This area is going to be difficult, as we can expect, but the liquidity is there, and we're going to look for these levels here. These. So if this breaks it, if it goes sideways, if it comes down, I think that's what we're going to look for. That kind of move. I don't think it's just going to get there, that range. I want to see this daily level tapped. It hasn't been tapped. It's a bit bullish. This 3-day and negative point of control. If it taps it, then that's a perfect. So I'm patiently waiting for this scenario to take place. So Bitcoin, I'm still bullish, and there's a theory with this Bitcoin chart that we break out of a channel of some sort, a bullish formation, and so retesting that could be perfect if I got this right. So I'm thinking, yes, more highs, guys, and bullish. I did enter the reversal here, but I didn't implement it well. I should have taken a lot of leverage, and I didn't do that. Small leverage in my eyes. I was looking for a bit more deeper pullback, and I was going to scale in, but it didn't happen. I was looking for this monthly level. Didn't happen. And the whales know that. They know this kind of stuff, so they pre-run it, and then up it goes. So similarly, FOMO kicks in, people are going, go in. And if we see a lot of divergence coming into with the orders of longing, that will be a reversal. So open interest, if it increases significantly, it's likely to be a nice shorting position. So we've got to see that. And you can see how this lines up with the macro channel. So if we were to do that, that lines up with the macro channel, and therefore along with this liquidity here as well. So we're not just going to go up, we're going to have some problems here. There's that level there, guys. So this one here is a nice spot for liquidity. I'll just put that template in there. So if Bitcoin's to go up, I think the alts will slowly go up. And when Bitcoin, if it gets a slow reaction, a failed auction type of scenario, the alts will ramp up and then we'll get the failure. But you can see how this is taking place. It's a nice bullish formation. I thought we might have a chance to tap this, but it's tapped the middle of this channel. So I think that was the reason. So this could start going parabolic. I'm going to leave that, guys. I spoke about injective the other day, and I'm still looking too long with these moving averages, similar to what we just did with stack. Stack's doing right there. So what stack's doing there, I think injective is doing right here. Yeah. So don't miss out. Just look for the breakout and then off you go. That's it, guys. Please give me a like and share, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.